busted. We're gonna do something a little different. Let's go. Oh, hey, Daisy Duke, our friends are here. Envy's here too. The whole gang is here. I didn't have a ton of time to get a video edited, so I'm gonna do it now. Here, with you. Let's go. Kinda at a point here where I need to start thinking about, well, how everything is gonna come together. One of those things is this exhaust. I need to keep it away from brake lines, away from air lines, away from the airbags, away from gas. And so far, this is what I've come up with. I got a series of bends. This is 2.5 inch. It's just mild steel. There's nothing special. I didn't want to make this out of stainless and screw it all up and whatever. This is going to be fine. And in a bunch of years when it might rust out, I'll just remake it out of stainless. I also have some exhaust hangers. We got 90-degree ones. We got straight ones. We got those guys. We got the same guys that are a little longer. Amazon. Link in description. The tubing, I have 180-degree bends, I have 45s, and I have 90s, and I have straights. Now this should go over the rear end, but with the airbag, the shock, the brake line, and the 4-link bar, it's not really working out for me. But what seems to be working out is that I have a 90-degree over the axle, and then a 45 after that. And then the idea is the exhaust will run parallel and under the frame rail here, and we'll stop it right about here, and we'll do some sort of tip later, whether we just kind of angle it down towards the ground or what, I don't know yet. Now one might think that it would be wiser and easier probably to go from front to back, especially since we already went from the headers, nice ram horns there, it already runs back to about the back of the cab. So we should just continue that. But what I didn't mention there is that there is a muffler too. All right, they're not mufflers, they're glass packs. But hey, they're there, they're under the cab, and that's where we stopped. I also needed to kind of plan my route here. So I got that hanger tacked there, and I think this is gonna work. So now I need to figure out how to connect that tube over the axle to where we ended the other one. Oh, I guess I did film that. I didn't mention that they were there, but there's a picture of it, a video. I have another 45 here. I was actually saving it for the other side because I only had 2. So I might have to get more for the other side, but it's kind of looking like that might work. It's not pointed right at the other one, but it's dang close. If you haven't noticed, I got a little spacer on top of this axle too to keep it off of that. And this is with the axle all the way up, so it's never gonna go up any higher than that. So the axle will never hit the exhaust, and the exhaust is under the bed, so we're good there. I think I'm gonna tack this together just like this. That way I don't have to hold it anymore. Here's one of those longer hangers. That could be pretty good right there. Kind of wondering if I need another one up closer to the top of this. I don't need these brackets. Should have just cut them off. But it's not like this could be any further that way anyway because of the shock. I think I need to support that right there, but I know that once we get the rest of the exhaust done, it'll hold, but maybe we'll just try some zip ties for now. What, you don't install exhaust with zip ties? That's why I didn't cut them brackets off, because I knew I was gonna need them for this. Kind of pull that until it's where I think it should be, which is about there. Masking tape and zip ties. I've seen worse. That is looking about right though. Plenty of distance between the brake line, airbag. It's close to the pivot point of that upper 4-link bar, so that's not gonna interfere with it. Now we just need to kind of get it angled in towards where we left off with the other exhaust. Finish all the mounts, weld it up solid, do the other side, probably wrap some of it with some exhaust wrap, and move on to the next project. Taking that out. In addition to these new exhaust pipes, I have some older ones laying around. I'm sure you can guess which one's which. But either way, I was able to put another bend in it and send it closer to the frame rail where the other exhaust stops. I'm just gonna have to cut this, you know, probably right there. And then that'll go straight. Looks kind of funny in here, but it doesn't need to look good. It needs to work. And dang it, this is gonna work, right? I don't know, that's why we're just tacking it together for now. When we get one side done, then we'll finish that up, move on to the other side, and you know. Guys, we've been through this. Finish all the mounts, weld it up solid, do the other side, probably wrap some of it with some exhaust wrap. Oh, it's dark in here. I need a light. I don't know if I want one. I'll see all the work that needs to be done under here yet. We're just gonna cut it around here for right now. We'll fine tune it later. Perfect time to try this. So Fern told me that this little light is gonna change my life. No, they didn't. Nobody told me that. They did, however, tell me that I was gonna love it. So we'll see. Let's open this guy up. If that's the light, that thing's tiny. What do you think, Daisy? Is this little light gonna change our lives? My thoughts exactly. It's kind of a cool anodized aluminum look. A little magnetic clip. Ooh, that could go in my hat. Look at that. Cool. Keychain. Oh yeah, I could put that on my keys. A little strap. Put that on your wrist. Anyway, I need to see what I'm doing under the truck, so let's, how do you turn this on? It's just flashing. Press and hold it maybe? Don't make me take the instructions out. Holy crap, that's a bright little light, holy smokes. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but this is a bright little light. This thing's awesome. You know what else is awesome? That worked. By golly. Get me out of here. Seriously though, this thing's awesome. I think they need to send me like 9 more of them. I need one in each truck. I need one in the camper. I need a couple at work. Shoot, you know what? Give me 9 at work so I can give them to my guys. They would like this. We're gonna play with this some more in the dark later. I don't even think the dang thing's fully charged. I'm gonna plug this guy in. I still can't see. I'm like seeing dots. So that's just a USB-C. So I can charge this thing anywhere. For now, it's back to this. Well, we're a little close to that 4-link mount. It's not touching though. I think if we pull it away, we'll be fine. At some point in this exhaust, probably gonna put a clamp. So that way I can take this out, fully weld it, put it back in. Maybe I'll just fully weld it, put it back in, and then fully weld it there. Because I can get at that with the bed off. We'll get another hanger on it for now and then think on that. I already tacked this guy on there because I knew about where it was going to be. And yeah, that's pretty close. In fact, if I push this over like I wanted, it'd probably grab onto that. Oh yeah. This is just working out. How many times does this just work out? Never. Things don't just work out for me. Things don't just work out with a custom car. Things don't just work out with any car. Let's push that over. Put a tack on it. Wow. I missed 5 times before I got that. Did I ever tell you guys that I am not a professional? I am merely a clown in the garage. Got that one. I'm happy with this. That's gonna flow around all the things I need it to flow around. I think I could take that off, weld the exhaust pipe solid, and weld all those hangers on. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna get that out now, but we're gonna try. We'll have to lift the truck up, make some room over the axle. We'll snake it out of there. I did also put another hanger back here. That's eventually gonna come out underneath this frame rail. So we'll put another hanger there. That's for a later date, another time, after we get the bed back on. Hopefully in the not so distant future. We're doing something a little different. Well, you guys aren't. You guys just keep doing what you do. Keep watching and hanging out. I don't have a lot of time out here this weekend. There's other things going on. Like a broken disposal. You know, other things. Let me tell you something though. When I went upstairs to install the new garbage disposal, I used this little light, and before, I didn't even have it on the highest setting. This thing is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Oh, so fern. Seriously, send me like 9 more. Kidding. Unless you're gonna do it. Anyway, what I was saying was I don't have a lot of time out here this weekend, so I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna challenge myself to come out here in the garage after work every day this week. At least a half hour. It's crazy how much you can get done if you just come out for 30 minutes. Well, we'll see. Now it's Sunday today, so I can spend a little bit more than 30 minutes out here. And the exhaust is figured out. But you know what happens on Sundays? That's right, ran out of welding gas. Nowhere to go get it on a Sunday. That never happens at a convenient time. I tell you what. All right, it's day 2. All right, I'm lying. It's Tuesday. But hey, in my defense, I said I was gonna be working out here in the garage. I didn't say on what. I was out here working. I was just working on that. I was getting the camper ready for this weekend. I'm going camping with Envy and Daisy Duke. which is actually kind of getting it ready for camp and drag. Speaking of camp and drag, one of our friends out here in the garage saw when I got these, 27 Chevy doors, and they're in very good shape, and he needs the hinges. I do not need the hinges. Coincidentally, he'll be at camp and drag also, so I'm going to take these with, and I'm just going to give them to him because I don't need them, and I'd rather they go to somebody's project than sitting around here. Whoever invented this kind of screw is some kind of flathead, I'll tell you. Man, I'm telling you, these doors are nice. Those hinges are coming right off. There you go, sir. Pleasure doing business with you. Just keep hanging out with me in the garage. That's all I ask. Ground the paint off in the wrong spot twice. Do we edit that out or do we keep it in? That's right, Daisy Duke. We'll keep it in there. Ain't nobody perfect. I got some of those rubber isolated P-clamps for the fuel line there. I don't think I end up actually attaching them to the frame here, but they're on the lines. I'm going to start with the hangers, and I'm just going to hang them on the same locations on this side as I did on that side and move on from there. I think we're on the right track. Obviously not going to weld anything up. I haven't even welded up the other side, but progress. That was a complete guess. Looks like I got it though. It's sticking. Well, now that that's tacked in there, I mean, we have a whole exhaust. That's pretty cool. But now that it's all together, how am I going to get it out? Start by taking the hangers off, I guess. Go ahead. You know what would be cool? What if we had some way to just hit a switch and the truck would lift up? Get that axle out of the way and we could pull that exhaust out. I'm working on it. Oh, that might be high enough. It isn't working. getting a little risky now. All right, that's it. Aha! I need a new welding hood, something fierce. Better than nothing though. Even though I've been kind of using nothing, if you haven't noticed. We're not judging anybody's welds here, guys. That's not what we're doing today. It's windy. So I got 180 grit on a DA here, and I'm just gonna buzz over all of that. Just to clean them up a bit, scuff them up, get them ready for my next step. It's a high heat silver paint. Resist heat up to 1200 degrees. I think way back there, it's gonna be less than 1200 degrees. And I know this really isn't gonna do much. That mild steel is probably gonna rust from the inside out. But this is gonna make me feel good, okay? Besides that, there's a third step to this exhaust that I think this helps with. What day is it? Thursday. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. And what I have here is exhaust wrap of the 2-inch titanium variety. Especially when this truck is aired out and this axle is way up high, this exhaust is pretty close to this brake line. 4-link bushings, shocks, and on that side, more brake lines and fuel lines. And we're also gonna have air lines. This is going to protect all that because it's going to keep that hot exhaust from, what's the word? Fucking those up. So I think I'm just going to wrap it from right behind the cab, up over the axle, past the gas tank, and that'll do. Plus, if you catch a glimpse of the exhaust through like the wheel well, it'll look cool. It'll look cool and hot roddy. So I'm going to start this by folding the end so you get a nice folded edge. I'm going to do one tight wrap. And just while we get this going, I'm going to wrap a zip tie around it to hold it. Now I'm going to loosely wrap it around. Just loose. The exhaust wrap, normally you'd soak it in water before doing this. But this titanium, soaking it in water is not necessary. It stretches and forms really well without it. I'm just pulling it as tight as I can overlapping it. About halfway, I'd say. So yeah, if this was just black or white or something, I'd have a bucket of water down there where this would be soaking in. And I'd be making a mess. Starting to get a bundle here. I'm gonna have to manage that. I'm gonna take another zip tie, wrap it around right here so I can get rid of this mess I got going on here. And that'll hold it for now. Just gotta regroup. Game on. This is small enough now where I could just kind of run around it. I don't have to have it on the ground. I will tell you though, it's easier to get it tight when you're not holding on to this big roll. It's working out though. Plus, as this heats up, it'll kind of tighten up, I think. So we'll cut these temporary zip ties off because we don't need those anymore. And I did put one zip tie on the end here to hold it all together. That's not permanent. I've used stainless zip ties before, but I can never really figure them out. I've also used hose clamps. But what I like to use is stainless like baling wire, and I'll wrap it around a bunch of times, twist it, and that'll hold it, and I don't got to worry about it rusting and falling apart. I don't have any, so this is gonna work for right now. See if we can get this in there. Yeah, okay, busted. I already got the other one in. Probably help if I put it in the right way. That's a puzzle. Another thing about this exhaust wrap is there's like a silicone kind of spray that you're supposed to do after it, and it kind of seals it up. I'm not going to do that. I want to leave it this titanium color. I think it looks really cool, and I don't want to get rid of it. I know you're only going to be able to see it like maybe through the wheel well. But whatever, I like it. My truck, my exhaust wrap, my video. Oops, forgot I had that in there. And since I needed a new welding hood, I brought some paint. So I used an aerosol from Tropical Glitz. It's cosmic gold. It's kind of a flaky gold. There's a lot of different color metallics in it. Not yet. Also brought some gold leaf and gilding size. And what would look good on gold? More gold. I think we're ready. I'm gonna end up tracking all this into the camper. What sucks here though is that I have to reuse that. So I don't think it's gonna turn out all that great, but we're gonna try it. It's crazy how much this orange looks like red against that gold. Like changes colors as soon as it's put down. It's kind of a reddish orange anyway. I'm using House of Color simply because I want to clear coat this. I usually like to use one shot, but if you want to clear over one shot, you got to put a hardener in it. You got to wait quite a while before you can clear it. Otherwise that clear likes to walk underneath the paint and ends up all wrinkly and stupid. But with House of Color, you can clear it as soon as it's dry to the touch. No. Let's just throw it in the dirt and roll it around a little bit, huh? Yeah, that's great. That could have been real bad. I'm fighting the urge to add more. Sometimes good enough is good enough. I think this is good enough. We'll let that sit for a while and then we're gonna clear it. Yeah, we're gonna clear coat it out here in the woods. That's a great idea. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It's a great environment to spray clear coat. It's not like there's anything that would fly in it. So I think we need to get some clear on that before these bugs get any worse. I made some lunch, took the dogs for a walk. Now I think that's been sitting long enough. We're gonna clear coat it. We're gonna use this 2K clear from Spray Max. It's a good automotive clear coat in an aerosol. It's got an activator in it. We're gonna pop that open and it'll release it into the product, clear, paint, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna sit back, shake that up for a good couple minutes. I really don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll spray it and then put it in the truck in between coats. I'll probably regret that. But it'll keep the bugs off of it. Bugs aren't really all that bad, really, but they'll find a way in the clear, trust me. Just give it a little tack coat for now. Put that set up. And then we'll do a wet one. Look at this thing already, and that's just with a tack coat. I can't wait to put a full wet one on there. That thing's gonna look killer. Till the first time I use it. Look at all them different colors popping out of there. Well, this is odd. We caught up to ourselves.
You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
So now what? I don't know what to do. What a weirdo. I'm gonna grab that little light, take these girls for a walk. She heard that. You still here? The video's over.